Hi, my name is Jackson Pitcher, and I decided that I'd start a YouTube channel following my business. I've noticed a lot of other local businesses doing it, and figured why not. So I'm about to show you my plow setup that I've got going. I'm about to go load up the sander with some sand salt mix for tomorrow's incoming storm. So let's take a look. 2012 Ram 3500 6.7 with a 3.5 yard Donovan dump body on it. Really like the truck. It pushes snow great. I've never had any issues with it not having enough power. The tow's awesome. The excavator skid steer. And on the front, we've got a 2023 Fisher XV2 9.6. Does awesome. And I have this deflector on the front. I like that a lot just because I noticed obviously the snow gets pushed up onto the windshield, and with that deflector I really don't have that issue at all. Now on the back, in the dump body, we've got a 2.5 yard Fisher polycaster, which is awesome. I love it. Holds a lot of sand and salt, and it just works awesome. The only complaint that I do have is I wish that the spinner was chain driven instead of belt driven, because it does slip sometimes. Now we'll take a look on the inside. Now we're on in the inside. Sorry it's so loud. The comment isn't exactly quiet, but you can see it just looks like a regular old work truck. We got some storage in the back here. No dash lights, obviously. It's exhaust brake, but it's got 44,000 miles on it. It's put into high idle. I kick it in. I put on the cruise control. We've got the sander controller right here, plow controller right there. The 2012 didn't come with Bluetooth, I don't think, unless you got like the Laramie model. So I have this little Bluetooth controller right here. Now we're gonna go and get headed to fill up the sander with sand salt mix. It's about 20% mix, I believe. The only complaint that I do have about this truck and plow setup is, I guess the springs on the front of these trucks are not that great, because the plow makes the front end sag so much that I can't have it in the full V position. I have to have it pretty straight out, and then obviously that also makes it so my lights don't work super well. This is high beams, and they're pointed basically right at the road. I do use another company for my sand and everything. It works out really well. He lives about 10 minutes away, and he just keeps a huge stockpile there. So I don't have the space to keep a huge pile over at my house. So it works out nice that he's about 10 minutes away. And then I load myself up over at his place, and bills me at the end of the month, and works out great. We're getting loaded now over here at Tyler's house. Usually where I get the sand from. Using his tractor. It's a Kubota. And then we've got the truck right over there. Now we got the sander all loaded up. We've got 2 yards in there. I don't like to fill it in all the way just because the sand does clump up sometimes. Makes it hard to run through the sander. So you can see that there's a little bit of room left right there. Alright, so it's about 5:30 in the morning the next day. Snow's coming down, so let's get to some plowing. So now we are at another place that we plow out. This is a local church. The contract consists of 3 different parking lots here. They're all right in the same area, so it's not a big deal. Right now we are doing the main office parking lot. The other 2 are, one's a food pantry, and then the last one's kind of just like an overflow type of deal. So it's not too bad. So what we'll do here is we'll plow out each parking lot and then sand them right after we plow them. detail that we plow. So we'll get started on that.
Nothing else bang harder as the funk does.
So one really fun part about plowing and sanding is a lot of sand will get stuck up right here. So then you got to go in with the shovel to knock it down so you can finish sanding. We've got the parking lot sanded and everything, but still got to do both entryways and a little bit over on that side right over there. So I'll show you that. So we're here at another commercial contract. We do the parking lot for the gray building that you see. We used to just do the entire parking lot, but the owner of the yellow building is not the nicest, and he didn't want any free plowing done apparently. So he had threatened to call the cops if we plow his property again. So this time we will not be. Enjoy. Guys, so I got home last night about 12:30, and then I just plowed my driveway real quick. Kind of did a crappy job on it, but it was late, and then I got to bed. So I got everything plowed up for the most part. I still have three residential properties left to do, so we're gonna go out and do those now. And then I'm just going to go buy some of my commercial properties and put down some sand, a little bit more sand, just because it is warmer today. So some of that stuff is going to warm up and melt and then freeze tonight. So we got the ram started up, and then the Chevy, it was sitting in the snow all last night, right where the ram is. So I plow out just a little bit of my yard to make a little bit of extra space to park, and then I'll end up going to plow out my field later today. You can see the F-350 sitting there all covered in snow and stuff, so won't be too bad.